You want a mic? Mic? Okay.
The slide that Joshua's pictures are on, do you want to move it? I just put it after sponsorship, but
Oh,
it
okay.
might be better you're welcome to station or else.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's like during the sponsorship talks, should we move it at the very
Yeah,
beginning?
I think let's probably move it where we talk about. I think it should be okay. Fine, next to Capital Factory. Yeah. Is Peace here? Peace. Okay. Awesome. Oh, I see him there. That's good. All right, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. We will get started in a couple of minutes, so feel free to come forward, and there's plenty of seating room, so find your seat, and I mean, there's more seats here as well, so find your seat and get settled, and we'll start in a couple of minutes. And there's going to be plenty of time for networking even after the event, so there's no worry that you're going to miss out on some people. All right. I think for people on the back, I mean, if you want to come, and there's a lot of seating room here. All right. So, how are you all doing today? Good. Awesome. Is it? I think it's already a long day, and especially the first day after the long weekend. So, hope you all are still not in the weekend mood. If you are, maybe you came to the right place. We'll get some exciting things before you. So, we'll get your minds thinking and hearts racing, hopefully. And with that said, before I move forward from this slide that I have on the screen, you know, if you all want to take a quick moment, for anyone that wants to just come on and pitch later, I'll show this slide again. But if you want to take a quick moment to scan that and put your name in there, doesn't matter if you're at an idea stage, you came here driving with an idea, or you just woke up today with a new idea that changes the world, or you have $1 million revenue business going on. Doesn't matter what stage you're in. We just want to have you come up here, and for those that have never shared their ideas before, we want them to come over here and come out of their comfort zone, share what you're thinking, what you want to be working on, or what you're working on, or if you're already working on something, what are your challenges and things like that. So we'd love to hear about that. So no formal pitches. We just are a friendly bunch here. We give some good feedback. Maybe we cannot give you money, but we can give you some feedback. Okay, so that's for granted. So yeah, feel free to come onto the stage whenever your name is called. Once you register, it's just a simple form, 2 or 3 questions, and we'll call one by one, and 2-minute pitch with 3 questions. Okay, I'll keep it for another 10 seconds for people that want to scan it. All right, another 2 seconds. All righty. All right, so how many of you are here for the first time? Right, quite a few people. Welcome. And how many of you here are here in Capital Factory or haven't heard about Capital Factory, but this is the first time you've heard about Capital Factory or Station Austin for the first time today? First time Capital Factory or Station Austin? All right. So we'll talk about what Capital Factory and Station Austin are in a second. And we'll also take a quick show of hands. How many of you here already have a product or service that you published as a project or a startup, whatever you want to call it? All right. But yeah, 40%. So, and who's still thinking about an idea or working on something that you want to publish? It's not public yet. A few people there. Awesome. All right. Thank you very much. So to give a quick intro about like what Austin Startup Meetup is, I mean, we've started this back in 2017, have been doing this for the last 9 years. And, you know, the course of the last 9 years, it's been our pleasure and our honor to have like a lot of people in the Austin startup ecosystem to come here and share their ideas and, you know, help others along the way. And the goal of Austin Startup Meetup initially, even though it was a selfish goal for myself to get people that are in similar shoes as me, to come and help me with what I'm doing at that time, it has transformed over the years into more of a place where we try to bring all the talent and all the wonderful founders in this community to come together and share what they're doing and what's working, and more importantly, what's not working, because that's where a lot of people, get stuck. And when things don't go well in what you're building, you may be looking for 100 different things to try, but then there's probably other people that have went through similar paths, went through the same challenges that you have, and that are also in this community and can share what worked for them or how they came across or how they overcome those challenges and build successful startups. So this is that's what we strive for here, is that firsthand experience of sharing that knowledge rather than going into Google or asking ChatGPT. You can find people that can share what worked for them in Austin, in the place that you're building, and in a similar situation or circumstances that you're building in. So, I mean, that's what we encourage always. If you have a successful startup or if you have some experience in doing certain things well, feel free to share it with other people and many people here that come to this event. They're doing their first startup or doing their first project, and maybe thinking it might become a billion-dollar idea later. So feel free to share those, your experience or your network as well, if you know some people in your network that could help them. And for people that are doing your first startup and things like that, feel free to reach out to anyone in this group or even beyond this event. After you go out of the room today, feel free to nurture those connections that you get here. And I mean, as I always say, the one thing I can always promise is a new connection that you have not had before you entered this room. So find a new person that you never talked to, before you came to this room. Exchange your contacts, keep those contacts, and have those conversations even beyond this room. And that's what we are all about. I mean, we are not here to have like formal pitches. We're not here to criticize anyone, or we're not here to judge anyone doing any type of startup. I mean, we want people to come and share all the good things that you're all working on and then enrich the community. All right, with that said, that's a rough timeline of what we can expect. I mean, what you're seeing on the screen. Again, it can change as we see more people coming in, or it can change as the day goes by. Logistics and other things first. Water fountain. It's outside. It's on the next to that. What do I say? The table there, and there's water and some cups as well if you want to grab some. And parking validation, we have some parking validation for people that parked in the Omni Hotel garage down below. I think it cuts your expense down to $8 for the whole event. Otherwise, you'll pay, as Nabiha says, $1 million. So Nabiha is a millionaire, but we all cannot be. So yeah, if you want to take advantage of the $8 parking validation, please see either Nabiha or me before you go. And we'll also put some on the front desk there if you're leaving early. All right, so bathrooms, if you walk outside and to your right next to the elevators, there's a green light. And if you walk past the elevators, you'll see that bathrooms there. And all right, now we talk about ourselves and Nabiha.
Okay, hello everybody. I'm Nabiha. So happy that you guys were all able to make it on a Monday after 4th of July weekend. So thanks for being here. I'm so excited to hear all of y'all's pitches today. So a little bit about me. I'm Nabiha. I am a UI UX designer and software developer. I have worked for a handful of startups now, one of which was acquired in 2024. It was a two-sided marketplace for content creators and local businesses to find each other. I have also worked for a medtech SaaS company, which is a front-to-back surgery scheduling platform that scheduled appointments with different specialists, as well as operating room time, which is very precious for surgeons, as well as all the staff that have to manage all the resources that go into that. And I've also worked at a company called Marriage Pact. So if you want to talk about that, come talk to me. That was a company out of Stanford. I love startups. I have been obsessed with startups since I was very young. My first startup I worked for was Clean Cause. They are a beverage brand out of Austin. I had an internship with them in high school. And ever since then, I've been like, wow, I love seeing cool people build cool stuff. That's just what I love to be a front row audience member to. So now I actually run an agency here in Austin. We really focus on digital transformation. So let's say you have a software that already exists, your company's been using it for a while, and it doesn't look modern. It looks like it was literally designed by dinosaurs in the prehistoric era. Well, we come in and we do a complete transformation on that. So we analyze what's working, what's not working, where the friction points are for your customers, or if it's an internal tool, where the friction points are for your employees. And then we completely redesign the entire system and implement new infrastructure if we need to with modern development languages. So that's what I do. If you would like to contact me, I'm happy to have a conversation with you, sit down and talk about what you're looking for, what you're needing, and you can go ahead to my website and fill out the form there, and you will be able to get my information. So please go ahead and scan this QR code and go to the website and fill out that form. I would love to learn more about what you're working on, what you might need, and even if you just want to hang out and grab a coffee, I'm always looking for new coffee shops in Austin. I feel like they're multiplying exponentially here, so I would like to keep up with all the coffee shops or cool spots or whatever else it might be. So happy to connect with anyone. Thank you so much.
Next. Thank you. Thank you, Nabiha. And about me, I realized I didn't say who I am. So I'm Suman Poluri. And as I said, I've been doing this meetup for almost 9 years now, and worked on a few startups so far, B2B. I started with a peer-to-peer rental platform, and then transitioned over to a B2B SaaS platform in the automotive space, building some AI models and things like that back in 2017, before the heavyweights came in and ate our lunch. And we now transitioned into a different part of the automotive sector, with a growing need for automation and AI services, and we are growing exponentially. And if you all know any talented developers, backend and front end. Plus, I mean, these days you can't escape AI. So people that can work well with the AI tools available and build great full stack products, let us know. And we are looking to ramp up our team as well. And with that said, and you can connect with me on LinkedIn or just drop an email to organizers at austonstartupmeetup.com. Pretty simple, straightforward email. And we should be able to connect with you anytime. All right. That said, we go to our sponsors. How many of you have tried or use AI-generated music? Have any of you tried? Awesome. A few here. What y'all try? Suno, or is there any other platform that you tried? They all suck. That's good. So, yeah, I mean, it's a new area of AI innovation. So, but I mean, I've been fortunate to hear a lot of good songs as well that other people have done, and there's a lot of crap songs as well. So there's a lot of slop out there, but there's also some good songs there. But ADO is a platform where you can upload your AI music wherever you make it. If you enjoy making AI music, I know increasingly a lot of a lot of streaming platforms have restricted or started restricting AI-generated music, obviously because of a lot of slop going around and gaming of the system as well. But for people that are more enthusiastic and want to share their music and not just get drowned in a million other songs, but share what's valuable to them or have a backup for all the songs they make, because who knows, I mean, some lawsuit might, take down one of the popular services and then all your songs are gone, right? So go to ADO and you can stream your music, and you can also create some lyric videos for your songs, and just enjoy your songs. I mean, if you don't want to share it with anyone, just put it on repeat and listen to it as a radio. So that's ADO.com. And Bill Bonnet. Awesome. And Station Austin is where you're all located right now. And we've been fortunate, for being here in Station Austin, formerly Capital Factory, for all these 9 years. And I'm going to talk about Station Austin a little further in the next slide. But JetBrains, how many of you used a product from JetBrains? There's a few. Awesome. All right. So JetBrains, fortunately, is giving us one free 100% a free license to raffle for any product that you choose. I mean, it can be any JetBrains product. If you win that raffle, I mean, you can use it for 1 full year. No need to pay anything. Just if you want to use the Ultimate version, you can use the IDEA Ultimate. You want to use PyCharm, use it. So we'll do a raffle midway through the event. All right. And as I said, we are all in Station Austin. So welcome to Station Austin. And with Station Austin, it used to be formerly all part of Capital Factory, but Capital Factory now is doing the venture side of things. And Station Austin is doing the community side of things, meaning all the meetups, the community events, and the co-working spaces and all those things. So if you want a membership at Station Austin to get access to the co-working spaces or to the mentor network or any of the perks that you get through being part of this Station Austin community, you can easily join the community. And if you want to host an event like we're doing here, you can find the link there. Or if you want to stay towards the end of the event, I'll also introduce you to the event coordinator, Elijah, who's actually getting promoted. So you can maybe even get access to Elijah to find more information about hosting events at Station Austin. And they also have a pretty good newsletter covering a lot of events in Austin and around Austin in the startup community, which is, it still points to Capital Factory, but as I said, Capital Factory is kind of like the venture sister of Station Austin. So infocapitalfactory.com/Austin Tech Live. And all the events that are being done here, not just our meetup, but a lot of other meetups that are happening here, like the, maybe the iOS meetup or Ruby on Rails meetup or any other meetups that are happening here, most of them are also live streamed and are available on YouTube at Austin Tech Live, the same last identifier there, Austin Tech Live. So that's the channel name on YouTube that you can find this one and any other event that has been live streamed and recorded there. So if you found a great pitch today that you forgot about who presented or want to know more about, maybe 1 week later, just go to YouTube and Austin Tech Live, and you should find that our recording there. And before we move further, I want to say a quick word about Joshua Baer. For those that have not heard of Joshua Baer, Josh has been instrumental in the Austin startup community, and he's the one that started Capital Factory when no one really had any idea of like a startup community being even in Austin. And over the years, he has made tremendous contributions to the community through Capital Factory and beyond. And he's one of the people why Austin is now regarded as one of the, I would say, premier tech and startup, centers, not just in Texas, but in the nation and around the world. And unfortunately, he has passed away just last month in June in a plane crash nearby in Laredo. And, even though there's other startup communities around and there's other, centers like Capital Factory around, he's kind of one of the, I would say, instrumental people in getting this community started. And he's inspired like a lot of builders, founders, and people in the community. In I would say in the last, I would say 2 decades, that he's been active. He's invested in countless startups. Capital Factory has been a very prominent investor in a lot of local startups and founders. And the only thing we can say is like thanks, Josh, for having given a platform for a lot of the founders, a lot of entrepreneurs to have not just a presence here, but also a thriving place to build our businesses. And we dedicate our event today in the memory of Josh and all the things that he has done for the Austin startup community. Right. Let's go next. And we'll keep the slide on for, again, at a later point of the time in the event where you can scan, and then we'll do the raffle. We'll move on to the next slide. So for anyone looking for resources and a general state of the startup ecosystem, not just in Austin, but globally and in the nation and in Texas and Austin, we curate a lot of the things going on every month and put it on the blog post. And even the slides after this event will go onto the blog post along with the people that pitched. So for anyone that missed any of the events here, or if anyone wants to know other events that are coming up in Austin in the next few days, or how the ecosystem, Austin ecosystem is changing, and any other news and other things about that, just scan that, or you can just go to austinstartupmeetup.com anyway, anytime, and find all that information. And I mean, all these resources, I'm going to skip it right now because we'll put all of them on the slides available for everyone to see. We meet every Monday, first Monday every month, same time, same place. So the next one is on August 3rd. With that said, we're gonna go to the pitches. And again, as I said, for people at any point in their startup journey, we welcome for them to come on the stage and pitch. It's gonna be a 2-minute pitch with 3 questions. We'll be timing that. And so please be cognizant of the time that you're pitching. And again, like ideas or mature startups, we don't, we don't gatekeep. The only thing I ask is for people that, learn about new startups or new companies or products here. The only thing we can give them at this stage is, beyond money, which we cannot give, the only thing we can give them is feedback and, spread the word among your friends, family, and your, professional circles. If you like the product that they're pitching about, just try to use it, see how it goes. If you like it, continue to use it, or maybe pay for it. If you don't like it, don't go to Google and write a review to the founder. Just meet the founder here. They're friendly people. Just tell them what they could improve upon, and give them some feedback. So, which is the most valuable thing you can give to any founder at the early stage. So, with that said, we'll start the pitches, and Nabiha will take over the proceedings from here.
All right. Okay, so this is the part everyone's been waiting for. So this is the order of pitches. It's right up here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. If you have submitted a link, I'm going to pull it up, hopefully, by the time you get up here. You do not have to wait for me to call on you. I'm not a teacher. This is not pre-K. So if you see your name next, just start walking up. I'll just try to facilitate the mic handoff. A few things. So you get 2 minutes. I'll be sitting there. Someone will be walking around. When you see me do this, that means wrap, right? Wrap it up. The reason is because we have quite a few people who want to pitch today. And if we stick to 2 minutes per person, as well as 3 audience questions, which can take a few minutes per person as well, we need to stay a little bit efficient with our time and be fair so everyone has an opportunity to pitch, because if we run out of time, not everyone will be able to pitch today. So that being said, if you have a question for the 3 audience questions that is very technical, very specific, that could be saved for afterwards during networking, where you can go talk to the founder one-on-one and ask those questions, I would say maybe save those very intricate questions for that time. Maybe ask questions that are more broadly applicable that everybody might benefit from listening to. So that's all I have to say. With that being said, Peace is up first.
Thank you, Nabiha. Hi, my name is Peace Chen, and I'm the founder of Mocha, a lifeline for EV drivers. So range anxiety is one of the top concerns for EV drivers, especially new ones. They're not sure how far their car may go, when the next charging station will be available. And even the most experienced EV drivers sometimes have trouble. This is actually a real case where a guy, a writer named Len, documented his struggle with that. He planned his trip, went to a charging station, it was supposed to be open, and it wasn't. And so then he was out of luck. He couldn't get to the next charging station. And so he had to get a tow. And as EVs move into the mainstream, they have to be able to go on road trips. That's just part of the culture in America. And so Mocha helps address the range anxiety issue. Talk about this. So what my ask is today, spread the word. Here's the QR code for the website. If you have an EV or a friend who has an EV, if they're going on a road trip, keep this bookmarked, and you can very easily hail a mobile charge provider that will come to you no matter where your car is at. And also, if you have certain EVs that are capable of providing charge for others, then you can sign up and be part of the Mocha network. And if you have any questions, like to just discuss further, here's my LinkedIn. Happy to talk about this. Any questions? Yeah, there's many ways.
message resonate, or does this message resonate? What would be your price point?
Great. This is my early test of how my message resonates, and that is great feedback. You know, my expertise is largely in like true physical robotics, far more than the AI side. But the AI side is the hit marketing message more so than the robots. Still feel a bit early to robot adoption. So I really appreciate that thought. Thank you. Yes.
What applications maybe you envision for your app?
So the business goal is integration and consulting. So I imagine as a service, for instance, a warehouse adopting mobile robots to move things back and forth. I want to help them optimize the choice of the robot that they choose to adopt, as well as integrate that robot into their business space is really my skill set. So approaching problems like how does that fit on your computer network? Is your wireless network fast enough to handle the traffic? And being able to supply the technology as well as the know-how to install and integrate that with whatever the system is, what the business service is providing.
So I wanted to ask, like, what if you have any clients right now? What do they look like? And if not, like, what do you kind of envision your ideal clients look like, and how you like kind of plan on getting them, or like recurring them, I guess, the other way?
Great question. We have no clients currently. The path to getting that first client I envision is through finding the first client in my mind is Central Texas based, small to medium business who wants to, feels either a pressure, a desire, or a need to adopt these cutting edge AI technologies. Um, and robotics in particular. So I really envision that as someone who's in logistics or manufacturing, as they are more the early adopters of robotics in particular. But I really think something hip that I see more with robotics is hotels and retail and restaurants with mobile robots moving through to deliver things to customers and things. I think those would be exciting problems to help with that I have the know-how to help optimize a space like that for. Thank you.
Next up, we have.
Answer your question.
Okay.
Hello? All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Dana. I am a psychologist and a mom of a 6-year-old boy. When my son was born, I stayed home with him for a while. Eventually, I had to return to work. Like many parents, I tried daycare first. However, my son was so distressed that after 2 months, I had to pull him out and hire a nanny. But my worries didn't end there. Every day, I left my toddler at home with someone I barely knew. To ease my worries, I installed cameras throughout the house. But the cameras didn't solve the problem. After a full day of work, I didn't have additional 8 hours to review 8 hours of footage. The cameras recorded everything, but helped me with nothing. If something important happened, I would probably miss it. I wish I had CareKind. CareKind is an AI platform that transforms home video footage into meaningful insights for parents. Instead of watching hours of video, parents receive instant alerts about potentially risky behaviors and, at the end of the day, a concise summary of their child's activities. Our goal is simple: to give working parents peace of mind. We provide them with the tools to understand whether their child is being cared for well. And if something isn't right, they can intervene immediately. Because every parent wants to know 3 things while they're at work. Is my child safe? Is my child happy? And is my child being cared for with kindness. CareKind helps answer these questions. We are now looking for investors, and if you're interested in using CareKind, please join our waitlist so you can be the first one to know when we release it. Thank you, and I'm happy to answer any of your questions now. Yes. That's right. Yes, we're going to be selling cameras and app subscriptions. Yes. Our idea is locally, but we're still working on that. Yes. Go ahead. So once we are done with our product, we need investments for that. We are planning to do social media campaigns and target working parents. Yes. Well, we did, but for example, like a lot of those companies, they're closed ecosystems. And so adapting to each system might be hard for us. So at the beginning, I think it's easier for us to just use our own cameras. But then maybe down the road, we can do that as well. Yes, yes. So that's our goal. So now we're just to develop a product. We're focusing on working parents, but then we want to implement it into childcare and into nursing facilities or facilities for vulnerable adults.
All right, next up we have Nadira.
I'll take a turn. Hi, my name is Nadira Moore. I'm originally from Connecticut. I moved to Texas. I developed an invention in Connecticut, and it's called Stylish Design. I did LLC in Texas. I created the LLC. I did the business plan. I'm looking for someone who can help me to move forward with it. And also, my husband passed away as we moved here to start the business. And also, I have a son with special needs. So, as a mom, I want to be strong for my son and raise him as he has no father. So, thank you, everyone. And would like to share my story to everyone. Thank you very much. Well, and if anyone is out there who's willing to help me with manufacturing and marketing, I'll be thankful if they can help me with that. My number is on the screen. Thank you very much. And my name is Nadira Moore. And anyone in the footwear industry, that'll be great. Thank you very much. I want to build a great company in Texas and help women like myself and give them a job like myself. And also where I came from Connecticut, my lawyer wanted to buy my invention and I didn't want to sell it to him, so I flew to Texas. But sadly, my husband passed away and I'm doing this all by myself. So being strong for myself and my son, and as a woman for other women like myself. Thank you very much.
So my name is Mona. And the company that I started is called My Workout Partners. It's really simple. It's been described as Bumble, but for workout partners. Y'all get it? So you have a subscription based, and all I do is, I'm gonna read a little bit of my elevator pitch if you don't mind. Finding the motivation to stay fit can be tough, but you don't have to do it alone. My Workout Partners is a subscription-based platform that matches you with the ideal workout partner based on age, activity, location, and preferences, putting safety, accountability, and motivation at your fingertips. For just $49 a year, or smart algorithms ensure you're paired with someone who shares your fitness goals and schedule. Whether you're walking, lifting, or running, My Workout Partners is here to make sure you show up, stay safe, and reach your full potential, because fitness is better together. This is a passion project of mine. I used to be military and I'd move to different places and nobody to run with. I used to run marathons. Can't tell now, but I used to, all over the world. And I envisioned this as starting in Austin and then expanding anywhere, because everybody everywhere could use some motivation, some accountability, right? Am I right? You'd get up and do it if you were going to meet somebody at the gym, right? So I do have needs. I did start this company out on a shoestring because it is a relatively new idea. Investors are like, well, I don't know if this is going to work. My needs are people to, I'm a solo entrepreneur. My needs are encouragement and people that I have a developer that I don't like. I did not get what I wanted with my AI, my app, and to me it's clunky, and I don't get to interact or be more responsive to the people that I've signed up, and I've had a lot of people sign up without matches. So I do need help with that. If you can, just can you write my number down if you're interested in helping me? Well, it's the website is myworkoutpartners.com. But come see me if you have any advice or if you'd like to invest. I'm looking for partners. Thank you. Anybody, any questions? Anybody run marathons? Oh, go ahead. Okay. Yes. Well, you have a free try. You get one match for free. So if you score well with them and you get along, great. If not, you come back and you just pay. I think like 35. It's been really recent. So yeah, I'm really upset with the developer. I fired them. So I am looking for a replacement. Live coding. I am very not technical, unfortunately. That's not good for this business. So I am looking for technical assistance. So you can tell me later what you mean. Oh, okay. These developers, they're not from the US, and I'm sure a lot of people do that based on cost. So, question, yes. Yes. Oh, I just answered the question over here. Yeah, that's a part that's my developers, I'm having a hard time finding out. I kind of put the cart before the horse. I did expos, I've done a lot of things. So people have signed up. I'm having trouble. When you go to the app after you sign up, it'll say no partners found. You know, yes. So it's there. Any other questions? Come see me, guys. Yes. Just somebody interested in fitness, and my ideal customer usually, like, I used to belong to running clubs and stuff like that. My ideal is to really get to talk to running clubs or different sporting organizations and be able to get their members signed up. I mean, it's good for the gyms and stuff like that because you get more people, more consistent, more members. Thank you, guys. Yes, question? Yeah. Right, that's a part of the whole plan, is for them to be able to get somebody, be able to communicate. Like I said, like Bumble. Thank you.
Hello, my name's Danny Weedig. I've been running a couple of businesses. So the first one here, Bell Commander, it's a bell and paging system for schools. So it's in about 6,000 schools now, and something I started about 20 years ago. I'm still building that product, and that product it's pretty mature in where it's at now, but I could look for additional partners that know like additional like resell or technical partners that can introduce the product into more schools, and then also into do a lot of work with warehouses and some retail and healthcare. And then my new product is called Score Commander. So it's a musical transcription and analysis software. So you can actually input like any audio file, and it'll transcribe it into a score. And let me see it. Take a YouTube video and it'll actually transcribe it like fully into notes. So this is like one of the kind of new areas of like where MIT and Stanford are like researching. This is like in 10 seconds it can transcribe it like in a regular audio file. And then this is kind of the newest area. So this is like taking it into multiple instruments. So this is like transcribing the full Chicago band. It can't break down instruments yet, but this is kind of like one of the new areas of machine learning. So I guess on that letter, it's not yet a released app. So I'm kind of looking at technical guides, whether I want to release it as just an app or if it's a website or. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. Okay. Okay, it can do like a full transcription of the audio. So basically, it can get all of the notes and transcribe it. So it could do like it can transcribe it to a piano, and then also putting in where it kind of has a musical understanding, so it knows what the melody line is and the bass line, so it can actually arrange a part for a band. Yeah, that's part of my concern on the deployment strategy. If it's an app somebody downloads, then it's kind of basically whatever VCR or whatever, that type of technology. But if it's on a website and then they're uploading audio, that's another concern. But there is a competitor in this space. They got $5 million in funding that they have a website where people can put it to a YouTube video and it's downloading and transcribing it. It's partially able to like it can recognize like bass pretty well. That's kind of my starting instrument. So piano and bass are kind of its starting instruments. It's tough to tell like say a guitar from a horn.
Kent?
Thank you. Hello, I'm Kent Librook. Now, imagine yourself as a car enthusiast and you've been looking for a rare vehicle for 3 years, a 2020 Ford Grabber Lime GT350. You set up email alerts on all the usual websites for looking for a car. There's Car Gurus, there's Bring a Trailer, Auto Trader, and so on. And unfortunately, after 3 years, you can't find what you're looking for. Now flip it. On the seller side, you have a rare Porsche that you find and you sell it. And unfortunately, on these automotive listing sites for auctions, you can run into some issues where commenters can publicly basically lowball your sale much lower than what it should sell for. Now, imagine this. There's two sides to it, right? There's a traditional auction, and then there's another side to it. And what I'm building essentially is the opposite of a traditional auction. Unfortunately, with the leading platform, what they do is it's a $5,000 fee to a buyer that really is built on a WordPress website. They exchange the contact of the buyer and the seller, and that's it. It's just kind of up to them to figure it out. I'm flipping that with mine, where I cater more towards the buyer, and hopefully I can facilitate by validating the car for much less of a price, basically 10% of the price. I also have a cool Western theme, and here's a bit about me and my story and how I've become an automotive enthusiast after living in Austin for about 10 years. It's a whole lot to cram in here in 2 minutes, so I'm kind of stumbling over everything. Here's a QR code. You can scan that. It'll go directly to the site. If you know anybody that's super into cars, I'd love to talk to them or you. And yeah, I'm open to any questions, any critical feedback, two-sided marketplace, and the things I might run into, problems and so on. That's a good question. So with Bring a Trailer, there's anybody can comment on an auction. And specifically what happened, I was that person who sold a rare Porsche in a rare color. And what happened is it sold for under the amount of money that I thought it would sell for, because every person that commented on there was sowing doubt into the price. They were saying like, well, why are you selling it with so few miles? And then the person who bought it at the very end didn't make one comment. It was pretty bizarre, right? And I thought, well, why not flip it? You know, my premise is that a lot of the cool cars are not being made anymore with regulations and so on. So I figured, well, there's got to be a place where people can do the opposite of that. They just post what they want, and then sellers come to them. Yeah, that's exactly it. So eventually I hope to get to that level of, you know, household name within the car community. You know, Bounty Hunters has kind of a cool theme to it. And exactly, you pick 3 options to be realistic, right? Because if you have like 10 options, you're really statistically going to eliminate the probability you're going to get the car you want. But that's great. I'll talk to you afterwards. Yeah. Mhm. Right. Yeah, I'm hoping to do some more of that personal concierge. Even if I have to fly out to the seller and validate the car, you know, I'll lose money, but at least I can build up my reputation that way, similar to how Airbnb grew and they literally took photos of properties when they were selling. So that's a good point. Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Marshall.
All All right. So, who here has used an AI agent before? Show of hands. Decent amount of people. Um, who here wishes that an AI agent could do more for them than what the current capabilities are? Yeah, a decent amount of people. So currently on the internet, 50% of traffic is AI traffic, and this number is going to climb when AI gets more capabilities and can act in safer ways. So right now, the certain gates are people want to use agents to buy things or hit APIs, but there's no real way to do that in a way that scales and in a way that's safe. So what my company has come up with is called Chaos, which is an answer to the know your agent problem. And what this is built on is identity, proving who is behind AI agents, delegations, showing what the AI agent has been delegated to do on behalf of a user, and then also the auditability, which is that these companies can see exactly what the AI agent has done. Nothing can be backdated or tampered with. And there's an attestation both to the principal that's sending the agent and then also for the company so that they can facilitate safe interactions. So Chaos is a design spec in a way that it's built on open standards. We donated it to the Linux Foundation so that there would be governance for this. That was not just coming from our company. And what it looks like in practice now is we have ways for companies to install 3 levels of detection for their site so they can monitor AI traffic. They can set policy for how they want AI to interact with their products. And also they can view this data to figure out how to make their site more accessible to AI agents. There's also a registry where you can see these AI agents. And yeah, we just want to focus on making this easier for people to understand and start to integrate with, because as AI agents climb, they're going to gain more capabilities and we need to govern that. So yeah, that's Chaos. Mhm. Yeah, so Google, sorry about that. Google announced their initiative for this almost a year ago, and the short answer to this is that we have a better specification for this, and we move faster than they do. Yes, and then also a little bit of the fastness. I mean, something I heard from a Google employee recently is that in the current era, they like to build their own version of all the new software that's coming out. And the thing is, with how fast that's moving now, building your own version, you're already behind by the time the next thing comes by. But the biggest boat, yes, is the specification. Correct. Yeah, so their specification is pretty similar to some of the primitives that we have, but ours is more complete with how we do things. So we have governance across all AI tool calls, and we can facilitate more transactions. And what really sets us apart is the policy angle, that we can set different outcomes depending on how agents hit your site, and we can detect all of that to enforce it well. Cloudflare doesn't really have this in their current specification, and that's really where they're behind. Yeah, so we have crypto capability. The best way we have for this now is just signing with proofs that can't be backdated. So there's certain headers called RFC 9421, which is the standard for passing through this information. And we use that as a way to make something that can't be tampered with or backdated, and that gives an auditable trail for these interactions. Yeah, so right now we're mostly trying to develop this to make it as easy as possible for people to use. We're working with a company called Convey and having them test out right now. And we're trying to work with other organizations and apply for different partnerships to try and bring this to more people, because we really believe in what we're doing and we believe that it's the best solution out there. Yeah, feel free to walk up to me and talk anytime. I'm very glad to discuss this with anyone here. So thank you.
James Webb.
Not knowing which lane to be in stresses me out, especially when blinded by headlight glare.
Hi, my name is James. I'm the founder of Headlight Glasses. So if you're driving at night and you get blinded by LED headlights and you can't even see anything, this is what these are for. So they can fit over prescription glasses, as you've just seen, and they cut the glare designed for LED headlights to make it a soft orange. Primarily, they're for older people, and since October 2022, we've run it up to over 50,000 customers and a few million in revenue. Now, my long-term vision, which is kind of why I'm here, is to integrate augmented reality into the lenses. So for example, if you're driving, and I'm new to Texas, I come from England, so I'm like, there's so many lanes, which lane do I need to be in? So that's a specific
That's why
issue.
I got these augmented reality fighter jet optics.
This was me just messing with AI, so you can kind of see the vision of being able to see which lane you can be in or need to be in on the road as it augments it. So I have the vision of what I want. I do not have the technical background. I'm not a manufacturer. I'm not an engineer. I'm a marketer and a salesman. So I hope to meet anyone who can help me with the augmented reality side of things, which is what I'm very excited about. So yeah, would love to chat anything about augmented reality, as I do believe it is just the future that we're moving towards. Thank you. Any questions? Yes. That has been the customer base, as that's the angle that I've marketed it to. But other people have said how when they're watching TV, it helps them stop, get a headache. Even like fishing, they can see the fish in the water better. So right now it has just been for driving, but it can be brought to other markets in the future potentially. I just haven't focused on that. These are $50 retail price. Yeah, all in my bag. Into what, sorry? I have not really thought about that, as I suppose different windshields would have different sizes. I'd love to talk to you further. No, that's an awesome idea. I haven't thought of it in that way before. So that's why I'm here. Appreciate it. That's cool. Yeah, I'd love to speak to you too. That's sweet. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, next up we have Duyang. Say that correctly.
Hello, my name is Doyoung, and I'm from Korea for a trip in Texas. And I'm a KAIST master student, and now I'm exploring a startup idea called short control. Sorry for misfunction. Yes. I try to explain the everyday problem. If I going to watch the YouTube anyway, I want to uh, get some startup ideas or English tips or some useful break. But if I enter the short ones, soon I'm watching some kind of a many memes or drama or shopping clips. Suddenly I get 2 hours or 20 minutes are gone. And I think, oh, Jesus, why I'm still here? So, oh, sorry for misfunction. And this PPT was created right here by using GPT. So my goal is then the feeds goal are different. So I want to run and discover, but the feed wants watch time, clicks, and engagement. So I still stay longer and get less of what I wanted. So question is that it is not only how do I start watching, it is how do I make watching useful for me. So that is, I can suggest as a short control. It sits on the top of short form feeds with my current goal and re-ranks the content. Useful videos go up and unwanted videos go down. So the user gets simply controls, focus novelty, diversity, and fun budget, and avoid topics. So the feed becomes something that I can steer. So I want to build a small prototype and test it in my university campus. So I try to suggest that the future is not no algorithm, but making my own algorithm. Thank you. Is there any questions? It would be, I saw, in just my opinion, is overrated, but I'm considering also you told it too. Other questions? Actually, it is my initial state, so I'm not sure about it. Right? Oh, just background operating. So setting, pre-setting for the which I do not want. I want selecting it and just watching short. It is the attached product for the previous short platform. Okay, and I tried to done my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, next up we have Akil, Upside of AI.
Hello, everyone. I'm here today by accident, thinking this is a different event, but here I am pitching my idea. So my idea is Upside of AI. So most of us heard about AI. And when we hear about AI, it is all about the frontier labs building all these different capabilities that is going to take people's jobs away. That is one part of it, and that is the loudest that has been spoken so far. And if you talk to a common person, anyone, they are thinking in the next year or so their jobs are going to be taken away. But there is the other side of the coin. So AI can do a lot of different good things. So that is one part of it. So the mission is to be mouthpiece and talk the positive things that AI can do and educate people. So that is one thing. And the other mission is to be, everyone is talking about how much money AI frontier labs are making. But the most important piece the society is missing is about the AI policy. So we want to engage everyone and make part of this so they feel that they are part of this, and in the 2028 presidential election, I think AI is going to be the most influential topic that is going to be out there. So we have short amount of time. We want to educate people about the good side of the AI, and we want to engage the people about the AI policy as well and take their opinion so that they are engaged and they feel engaged so that the people won't be coming out onto the streets when there is AI is a beautiful thing. So yeah, that's the idea. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. 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 So here, that's a great question. So the product is going to be a mouthpiece, more like a media channel and a platform to keep everyone engaged. So at this point, I don't have a prototype. So the goal is to create content and publish it in all the different channels that are out there and talk to people. Thank you. I think there is enough people that are doing it out there already. Dario is one example, in my opinion. So, but yeah, I want to be on the other side of the coin where I want to reach the rural parts and get them educated on the goodness of AI. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, next up we have, let's do Brian at Astra Origins.
Very quick.
Hey everyone, my name is Brian. This is Astra Origins. Most of you already know me. So basically what this is a project, a platform dedicated for the space industry. There's a lot going on in the space industry and almost no one's aware of it. It's more about information than about anything else. It's about structured information. It's about giving the space industry basically a home for them to be able to advertise, promote their goals, and just promote their visions and their milestones. And just for about every space enthusiast out there to be able to just reach out to each other and just bridge the gap within the global space community. And so hold on, where am I gonna go? So basically, this is the new design. The new design is going to be up in like almost a week. And over the past month, we've had one organization signed up. And as much as I am in touch with the industry, I had no idea what that company is. And apparently, they're a really big player in the industry. So good for them. And yeah, so as far as this, so yeah, I'm just gonna do this real quick. So this is what Astro Origins is. It's your home for the space industry as part of our everyday lives, considering everything that's going on in the space industry. At one point, it is going to be part of our daily life. It is influencing literally everything we're doing, from technology to the way we see. And basically what this project is, more than a product or a digital platform or whatever it is you want to call it, it's more an ideology to what's coming next. So it's the next step in life as a whole, as part of everything. And yeah, just about getting up to the market and just following up the market. Just a few things of what we're doing here. Yeah, and let me just pull this up real quick. Where is it? All right, so this is the new redesign that's supposed to be up. Yeah, so this is just a few things of the features that are there. So basically, the way I put it, it's just about discovering the universe. Then you have the space industry, where you can figure out literally all of the space companies that are out there. And then there is the portal to the moon on Mars. Just releasing articles for now. I have a lot for that. And yeah, that's it. Any questions? Go ahead. No, this is what I'm calling one of the sections, and this is the main section of the platform. So yeah, it's just like a tab called Cosmos Domain. Yeah, actually, not specifically a Reddit, but it is a user interactive platform for space. So like it's a user interactive, you just go on there, you just speak with your friends, you just interact with the companies. It's like basically a social media platform, but for space, dedicated for space. That's it. Yep. Yeah, go ahead. So yes, but we still haven't introduced memberships at the moment. We're going to introduce them hopefully by early August. So, but yeah, I mean, I really don't want to go the membership way, but I mean, just have to. So yeah. Anyone else? I saw and somewhere. Yeah. No. Anyone? No. All right. So before I just leave, there's just this thing. So just about me, it's like I said, Astro Origins, what it is, it's basically just a pure presentation of who I am. And who I am is just a very different person. What goes on in my mind, I don't even have any idea. So what Astro Origins is, we might not be building spaceships or whatever, but what we are building is just a life of quality that I got. And these are my own words. Thank you so much. Nope. There's space for everyone, right? You just look at the stars for hope, and that's what I've been doing my whole life. Thanks.
Okay, next up we have Mo.
Hi, so Lenswa.com is basically an AI layered travel operating system, which takes in regular cash flights and award flights. If you're familiar with using credit card points to travel, or if you're not, then you are our ideal client. Basically, it takes the cash price of the ticket, the award price of the ticket, both together. It'll tell you the value of it, where to buy them, which credit cards to use, along with any articles for deals and spot deals that are available for your destination. Along with that, the main function of it is, I wasn't actually planning on presenting today, so this is gated at the moment, but there is basically a feed which takes in all the different websites that offer deals, so you can learn more about it. There's a marketplace about different credit card perks you can buy. So let's say the Amex has ChatGPT credits. A business might not use ChatGPT, but they can flip that for $150. And then, as you can see here, we have different information on flights, rental cars, lodgings. And for, let's say you want to open up a credit card. So it'll give you the breakdown of it in short form, so you don't have to spend time looking through the fine print, and you can decide within a couple minutes which one's good for you. And essentially, it ties in every single thing about travel, along with AI, along with trip generation that will save your entire itinerary to Google Maps or Apple Maps all together. And this is based on my own background of traveling to over 20 countries, whether I was backpacking it or staying in a 5-star hotel, and essentially takes all that intelligence into one place for anybody who just wants to go. So that's the pitch. Any questions? Yeah. Yes. So it's basically anybody who wants to travel. So it could be someone who just wants to take a trip from here to New York. We're also having a travel advisory dashboard because ultimately travel agents, a lot of them do the same thing. And there are GDS systems that they're using, which we're basically tied into in a very UI friendly format. They have to use like coding basically to find it. So even they'll use it. But anybody basically who travels will be able to use the devices. Good question. So there's a few ways. Number one is subscription. So if you're a traveler, you'll be able to utilize like a lot more information. Like for example, in the flight card, not only does it give you that information, but it also tells you the weather, the seat map, what type of plane it is, whether it's worth it to upgrade or not, what baggage you can use, right? All this before going to your checkout and finding out after. Number two is, let's say, credit card signups. So we have like basically nobody else offers the information in such a compact way. And then number three is, sorry. Yeah, so basically the marketplace, which is basically going to be the real moneymaker at the end of the day, is that if let's say you want to fly from here to Japan, someone on there will have points that they can sell you, and therefore you'll see it's $2,000 to go, or you can buy it off this person for $1,000. No, so there's a small point. That's a small portion of it. Nobody offers everything comprehensively in one, but the marketplace is anything from credit card points to credit card perks, and that will be tied into the search. So along with that is, let's say, rides to and from the airport. Along with that is card claim forms. Let's say most people don't know that, you know, if you pay your phone bill with a credit card, you don't have to pay for insurance. You don't have to pay 15 bucks a line. So like, but we'll take care of that process for you because most people don't want to deal with credit cards and they don't want to deal with the process of getting the documents and all that back and forth, which we are familiar with. Does that make sense? So to answer your question is that so in terms of the marketplace, so that's basically the marketplace, credit card perks and rewards. You can buy them or you can sell them. So it is a small part. That's going to tie into an actual search. So right now, when you search from Austin, yeah, search is the product. The feed is what keeps people there every day. So that's like already like we know that people go to all these websites and they have millions of users, but nobody offers all of those websites in one. So if you want to find deals on cruises, you can literally browse 10 different websites, but in one website. But essentially the marketplace layer is essentially going to be at the end of the day where let's say you're going from Austin to New York. So you find a flight, it's 500 bucks. There's a seller who's selling points for 250. You can buy those directly, they'll book it for you. So for example, in the example I just gave, so let's say you're going to New York and you see a flight for 500, someone's selling it for 250, we'll take a transaction fee off that. In addition to that, we'll also have sign-up bonuses from referrals. There's also subscriptions because there's a few tiers on here where like, you know, we can show you, let's say, a few award options, but you won't, let's say, see the amount of seats available on a flight, which is very important. Let's say you're a corporate traveler or someone who just flies off the cuff, You know, like I'll go to a country tomorrow or maybe see a few different flights. So like that's very beneficial for me to pay $6 a month. So I can see how many award seats are available, and I can see the weather in these destinations, and I can see travel advisories, and also have, you know, unlimited credit card claims, so on and so forth. Okay. Thank you for your time.
We have 2 pitches left, and then we're going to go back to the JetBrains free, 100% free for a year-long subscription giveaway. So 2 more pitches, and then we will do that. Okay, Rumia.
My idea is about a consulting idea because before I was working for companies for like over 8 years. I've been doing the international marketing, especially focused on American markets. But during the process, I find that sometimes it's hard for companies to hire the right marketing people. Either they know like SEO, or either they know social media, or even for the agencies, they can work for only one part of your media. So that's why I have this idea. My idea is about to do a marketing echo strategy. This strategy, there's no definition about this conception before, but I give this name, which means we can focus on strategy like integrate social media, influencers, content market, and website design, fans, followers, PR, and live events. So with this design, which means we can also customize all those strategy based on what your company's stages is, and especially we focus on small to medium company, and especially for those startups, they don't have much money or much budget to find a local, especially American located agencies which could easily block their budget. So we can start from the very easy kind of like a life value for both the company we service, but also ultimately for their customers. And actually, I want to make it as an international consulting business. So because American, it's currently the largest market. Many other countries, they're trying to do business in America, but they have no idea how to get into this market. They have no idea about the culture, about the consumer habits, or some local policies. And especially there are Chinese, Vietnam, they are trying to get into this market. So if we can have this strategy to help those either small or medium company, this is gonna be a huge value. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please let me know. For analytics, so no matter what kind of platform or channel you do, like you do social media, influencers, content marketing, whatever, all those different parts require analytic. And for marketing, because we're doing the market, which means the ultimate goal of market is to drive for the sales. It's not only for the brand awareness, but ultimately we're looking for sales. So for example, the social media, we're gonna do, you can definitely use the basic platform like Facebook, Meta, digital ads, and Google Analytics, etc. And also, we're gonna use and if it's influencers, we are not only build up a influencer network pool for you, but we will categorize different influencers into different industries, and also based on their performance track. Usually I find that many companies, they don't track the performance of their influencers. They just show like how many influencers played the video and give them a review, but they have no idea what is the data, what is the result behind the video. So just give a simple example. But also besides that, we do there are some very mature analytic tools like SEMrush, Ahrefs, SimilarWeb, Google Analytics, geo SEO stuff. Yes. Um, so right now I focus on two things. First, I also want to find a partner here if you're interested in doing the marketing and branding stuff and you're located, especially if you are born here, I'm like super welcome if you are interested to join our team. And second, I'm looking for customers. So that's easy. And also, I see a lot of passion here today. I'm willing to do some volunteer consulting for you guys if you have some startup and you met questions during the process you're trying to build your awareness. My contact? Oh, contact. How can I show my contact here? Oh, okay. Thank you. Is there any other questions?
Okay, the contact is romiamonument@gmail.com. Right here. Okay. All right, next up we have Andrew.
Yeah, my name's Andrew Dillon, and I'm working on my fifth startup, which is aiming to totally disrupt the way companies in the future, particularly smaller companies, leverage AI in hiring. So basically, completely disrupt the way companies hire people and hire in the future agentic workers. So I think the biggest challenge that most companies have today that are not enterprise large corporations is how do they use AI? How do they take advantage of AI skills? And they're being asked to use pretty complicated tools in their small businesses, so they don't really typically have the time to go through the process of learning all the tools. And so my approach is to, I'm just trying to get through my click through, is to rethink the way small businesses, mid-sized businesses will approach AI is through a humanistic interface, which is through people. And so when you're building a team in the future and you define a project, the system will basically tell you, well, for this type of project, you're going to need these type of skill sets, and you have a choice of either human workers or you have the choice of augmenting that with AI based workers that have, and so you have the choice of either spending a certain amount of your budget for which team members. So you might have access to a UI designer and a data analyst, but you might not have a agentic AI builder, and so you might have that be an AI team member. So your teams in the future are going to be blends of human people and agentic people doing those same roles in an interplayed, interconnected ecosystem. So basically in the background, this tool would help a small business that's trying to compete with large corporations that are displacing, and really taking advantage of AI. And they can basically use this tool to figure out how to build a team that's a combination of the best of breed that meets their budget. And so let's say that they want to build, they want to launch a new product and they only have money for one staff person. It's a small automotive business. And so they want to get into UI, so they could basically have one project manager that's a team lead, but then this system could guide them into each of the individual roles, like automated UI design and things like that. So right now I'm looking for a business, system's completely built. I'm looking for a business founder, and I'm looking for one angel investor. Any questions? Yeah, they're already doing that. So my perception is small and mid-sized businesses are going to get left behind. And so as the job boards, well, I don't know if anybody's used Upwork lately. I've used Upwork for about 7 years. And now 1 out of 3 people that I engage are bots. And so I even try to do tricks to get them to tell me, I say, let me do a Zoom. And they're really getting clever. And sometimes they'll even start a project and they'll be fake people. So it's actually happening on the negative side. So why not bring it into the positive side and help small businesses actually expand their teams for a fraction of the cost and be able to compete against the larger companies? Cost savings and really, think about small business. They don't know how to leverage this stuff. They're not going to all sit down and stop their automotive business and start learning Claude. They're just not going to do it. But if they can work through an AI humanistic interface where they're thinking more of like, okay, data analyst, I need these 5 roles or these 6 roles. I can only afford to hire one of them on a full-time employment basis. But what if I get the other 5 roles for $500 a month and I could actually compete with the bigger companies? So that's the vision. Any other questions? Yeah, so the AI backend helps you break down your project. And so let's say you want to do a website redesign, or you want to do an SEO, or you want to do, a new product launch. It'll go back and do the research on what that team looks like, and it'll tell you the team that you need, and then it'll present you with either part-time, full-time, or AI workers to build up that team. Well, the AI workers are bots, and they're bots that I've written. And so they're instructed in a whole spectrum of job skills. Each one has a model for each of the skills that you see. So all these team members. So when you go to pick out a team member, you have a choice between human or AI. And that's just the future. That's just what it's going to be. It's not me. No, they're not people. They're just software products. And the thing is that what people, I think, overlook, and my background is in user experience design, is small businesses and a lot of people, they just want to think more humanistically about a role. That's my premise. That's my premise. If you think, oh, everybody wants to write a bunch of agent bots to take over your accounting. And it's like, I would rather just talk to a bot accountant and say, what are my books like today? And then I know that I can talk to that bot in that manner, and then the next minute I can talk to a real person, and that's just how it's going to be in the future, but humanistic interaction as opposed to typing and coding up agents. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we actually had one more sign up. So last person to go is going to be Kenny. Okay. Oh, Kenny and Kong, or okay.
All right. So I just need to inform you that I just came from South Korea yesterday, and we came here for the school program that it's for like entrepreneurships, and we need. I'm standing here to actually to bag you with have some coffee chat or some interviews with me. So I want to show you my IDs. This is all Korean. Sorry for Korean. I wasn't prepared for this pitches. This is the program that companies identify their response about their customers, reactions, and operational issues after product updates, service incidents, or policy changes. So, for example, of how many people that I'm not sure how many people that you have got some issues that like Apple has changed their UXs totally like to glass morphisms. Well, I didn't like it actually. So as a company, that they might want to notice that how clients or the customers that they might like or not. So this is the status that we're showing, that this shows that if our product is going great at the internet, such as like an X or Instagram, such as things, and they can show you that, oh, our product is doing great or not. Furthermore, we can show that what kind of exact problems are making those issues, such as like our UX is bad, or well, something has problem on it, such as like this. Yeah, thank you. That might be the. Any questions? Yes, please. Exactly. For the companies. So we're making these IDs for the B2Bs. Oh, so we're thinking about not only just gathering all the informations. We're going to make some reports for the business, so we can make you like what is really your problem, and you can share them with your own teammates that there's this kind of problems that you need to solve. So this is our ideas right now. Actually, it's not working with totally. We're just in the ideas, but not in only in Korea. We're thinking about broadly. Okay, especially we all use Instagrams or X or the Reddit and so on. So yeah, we're doing it for abroad. Yep. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you everyone for your pitches. We're going to move on to the JetBrains giveaway, which someone will handle.
Yeah, we'll put the QR code here for people to scan and put their name for the raffle to happen. In the meanwhile, while people are entering that information, I'll try to get a recap of, or maybe we'll do it after the raffle. Or we'll do it now. So you've heard a lot of pitches today. Pitches from an EV charging help to AI GPUs. We have CareKind, a footwear business, workout startup. We have a music a startup, and agent registry, a auction, what is it? Bounty Hunters, a car auction site. We also have like headlight glasses. That's really good. I mean, interesting. Upside of AI for education on AI and policy, and a space a platform for space enthusiasts and the space industry, and also travel rewards and points. I think Lens Tech. We have the marketing strategy, and we have the team right for finding AI, employees, and also a humanistic layer or AI or employment, or finding the right people for your team, and also a social listening tool. So a wide variety of startups solving different problems. And while they were pitching, they also had asks. Like, for example, Mocha EV just launched, right? I mean, for people that have EVs or that know other people in your network that have EVs, many of them might have a similar problem of this range anxiety, and may have some some time that they might need to use for some startup like that. So for people that have asked, and also a few other people mentioned that they want business development help. Some people were looking for customers. Some people were looking for additional feedback, and some people were in the idea phase, getting maybe wanting to share the ideas that they have, so they can get more information on what path they want to take, right? So feel free to make a note of these, and we'll share the people that have and the companies that have presented today to the group as well. And anytime after this event, feel free to check back in the list of those presenters and try to help them as much as possible, whether it's connecting to other people, spreading the word, or maybe if you like those products. I mean, we like those glasses, the headlight glasses. Maybe you can buy some and encourage the founder as well, right? So, and that's what we all want. I mean, we don't want to, just give very high level feedback. I mean, we want to spread the word and also try to help the founder. With that said, I hope enough people that want to get into raffle have put their, yeah, let's do the raffle. Let's see who's gonna be the winner. Grayson Morgan. Oh, there's Grayson. Congratulations, Grayson. So we'll send you the coupon code after this event, and you have to use it in 90 days. Otherwise, I mean, it'll expire. But you can choose any product of JetBrains that you'd like. Or if you're not a product developer, you can just share it with your friends or in your network. All right. Thank you. And do you want to do the next round? Awesome.
Okay, so last but not least, I want to have an opportunity for anyone who is looking for work or specifically hiring for a role to come up and talk about that opportunity, just spending about 30 seconds to a minute, just explaining a bit about it. This mostly is for if you have a job opportunity, contract, or full-time, or if you're looking for that and you want to tell the room about your skills, this is your chance, right? There's a good amount of people here and someone might have something that can help you out. So if you haven't come up yet and you have a specific ask, like you are looking for a technical co-founder in accounting services or something, I don't know, right? Like you're looking for something very specific, you can also say that without giving the whole spiel about your startup like we did with the last segment. So that's what we're doing now. I'm going to go throughout the room, starting on this side. So does anybody here want to speak about this topic?
Hiring, looking for jobs, or want to share your experience? No one here? Okay. That's fine. Maybe you're looking for a connection. That's fine too. Awesome. Any particular segment in technology or a full stack developer, or what type of technical background for your co-founder? Awesome. All right. Anyone else? Nope. All right. We'll go. Yeah. Yes, sir. Awesome. All right. There's a awesome. All right. Anyone else? All right. This area of there's one. Yes, sir. Awesome. All right. Anyone else? Yes, ma'am. Awesome. Thank you. Anyone else? Yes, ma'am. Anyone else? Yes. All right. Thank you. Oh, yes, ma'am. Awesome. All right. Thank you. Yes, sir. Awesome. Thank you. Anyone else? Yes. Awesome. Thank you. And awesome. Thank you. Anyone else? Oh, yeah. Go ahead. All right. Thank you. Anyone else? Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Awesome. Thank you. Anyone else? Yeah, go ahead. Awesome. Thank you. Anyone else? I think that's it.
And also, a reminder, I design and build websites. So if you need to talk to someone about that, please come talk to me. All right. So that is all we have today. We have to evacuate. We have to leave. It's just a strong word. We have to leave the space by 9 p.m. today. So I'm going to come around and start gently nudging y'all out of here so that the housekeeping staff can come in and get the space ready for tomorrow's events. But otherwise, please get home safe, everybody. Thank you for coming and hope to see you next month.
We have the parking validations here with us. And so for anyone that wants that, please come to us. All righty. Hey, man. Good. Nice to see you again. Yeah. How things going? Yeah.